And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Here, and welcome back to the channel for another Build-A-Figure build and, of course, set rankings. And in today's video, we got the Monday Night Wars in our crosshair as we build the Lex Luger Build-A-Figure, and we rank the entire wave from my least favorite to my favorite. And remember, these are a Walmart exclusive, at least as of right now. The pallet shippers are showing up at Walmarts as we speak, as I film this, as I just today found my Stone Cold Steve Austin to finish the set off. And of course, the pallets could be anywhere in the old Action Alley, as it's known at Walmart. I found mine over by Automotive, so check your Automotive sections, check up and down. The pallet's somewhere, you'll be able to find it. But the Monday Night War is not very heavily stocked on the pallets, as we've seen. Just about maybe 2 sets of each, I think, is what it nets out to be. So they will go pretty quick, as we do know. But today, it's about the Build-A-Figure Lex Luger, and it's about ranking the entire wave. Of course, we already unboxed the rest of the figures. Check out those unboxings if you did miss it. But we're going to dive into old Lex Luger right here. We're going to put him together, see how hard it is to put him together. Sometimes these things fight you. Sometimes they're fairly easy. This one, so far, so good. The arm's going on there very nice and easy. Of course, also throw in right there. There it is. The body goes in very easily as well. Got the head off to the side. Got to have the head for Lex Luger. Actually, better put this puffy shirt on. Oh, love the puffy shirt for Lex. Looking like something straight out of a Seinfeld episode, as we do know. Now I'm a little confused. Does the Velcro go in the front or the back? Deep thoughts here today at the table. I'm going to go front? I don't know. I don't know. But we do get extra hands with Lex Luger as I'm doing this. We get the 2 splayed out hands, the ricochet hands, and then we do get 2 gripping hands. As Lex, not in a fighting mood, he was in a pasta eating mood that night at the Mall of America, as we do remember. As Lex was pretty crazy, as right before camera time, they had to actually pull him away from Hulk Hogan's Pasta Mania. You can fact check this. I wouldn't do it, but you can if you want. He was belly up to the bar at Pasta Mania and just going right after that bowl of pasta is what he was doing. And everybody's like, Lex, don't do it. You're wearing that white puffy shirt. I wouldn't risk it. You're going to get marinara all over that shirt. And Lex said, man, he put his drink down. He looked that guy dead in the eye. And he said, did you know I'm a professional? I'm a professional pasta eater. I've been doing it since I was a little kid. It's called carb loading. I know what I'm doing. And he said, I'm not going to spill a drop of marinara on here, and I'm going to eat 5 breadsticks while I'm at it. And you know what? Lex proved everybody right that night. He did that. If you look at the footage from that night, there was no marinara anywhere on that shirt. Absolutely amazing turn of events. Truly the total package in the ring. Truly the total package at Pasta Mania and eating pasta in general is Lex Luger. And now I'm really torn. Does the shirt go front or back? I guess we'll have to figure it out. Shoot it in the comments. I'll dive into it. I'll probably do both ways. But it's very strange. It's very a little strange there. But I guess it works either way. But it is the Seinfeld puffy shirt. We thought that all along. We said, what's Lex Luger up to here in this shirt? But looking interesting, looking like Lex Luger walking out the Mall of America straight from Pasta Mania. He had to go down, I think, the escalator, which was a little awkward. But you got to get down somehow. But it does look pretty good right here. We talked about the hands. That's it for the accessory department for this one. Now, diving in, I guess we'll start with this shirt. It is a puffy shirt. It is very interesting. It is plain white. It's kind of like a dress shirt without being a little too dressy, but very interesting. Velcro in the front as well. The bottom half, pretty much your standard Build-A-Figure legs for the most part. Just kind of jeans, dress pants, whatever you want to call them here. Black boots down below as well. Articulation, though, is good. We got the pinless joints on the legs. Got the double-jointed pinless knees. You got the ankles back and forth, side to side. A little of that, a little of this. Of course, double-jointed elbows. Hands removable, as we did see. They're pinless throughout. And then, of course, the head is removable, as we know. Good Lex Luger for the time. Got the mullet you can set your watch to. It looks just like Lex Luger. Really not happy, not mad, just stoic, which really works for the event because he came out. Is he a good guy? Is he a bad guy? What's he doing here? Well, I thought he came just for the pasta. I didn't think he'd be on camera. That's what a lot of people did believe that very night up in Minnesota. That cold Minnesota night. But Lex does fit, of course, on a Mattel ringside collectible stand. So there it is. Lex Luger looking only like he could look if he was a Build-A-Figure in the Monday Night Wars. Not the greatest Build-A-Figure of all time, but a key one and really the significant starting point of the Monday Night Wars for a lot of people, as we do know here. So a little bit special, a deep cut, and a deep cut that works perfectly for a Build-A-Figure, if you ask me, is this Lex Luger. So there it is, Lex Luger Build-A-Figure. Now we're going to get the rest of his friends from Series 1, and we're going to rank the entire wave from my least favorite to my favorite. All right, time to get down to business. We're going to rank the entire Series 1 from my least favorite to my favorite. As usual, this is my list. Put your list in the comments down below. Put them in order. That's the hard part. That is the fun part. So get after it. Put your list in the comments down below. But here we are. We got 5 figures. Usually we got about 6 figures in a ranking, so a little faster this time. But we're going to start in at number 5. Number 5, easy selection for me. Not the greatest Undertaker figure of all time. I think with the Ultimate Edition, you can kind of mix and match this one a little bit to make maybe the perfect Undertaker. But it is just kind of an Undertaker around the Monday Night Wars time. Nothing terrible about it. Just doesn't stand out as much as the other ones for me. But it's still a good passable Undertaker. If you didn't get that Ultimate, or for whatever you're an Undertaker fan, it is perfectly serviceable. A little iffy on the face. That was one thing for me. But choose your own facial hair adventure with the Undertaker, as we do know. But Undertaker going to come in at number 5 for me. Now it gets a little bit more challenging right here. I think easy for me, I'm going to go Build-A-Figure Lex Luger at number 4. I like that it's different. I like that it's a deep cut, but in the whole thing and the whole set right here, it just kind of is what it is. The puffy shirt's a good one. Like we said, no pasta stains or anything like that. It's a good Luger head sculpt. It's just not a ring gear Lex Luger. So it's basically street gear Lex Luger is what it is, coming in at number 4. And now it continues to get more difficult right here. I guess I'm going to go Scott Hall at number 3, but I still do like this Scott Hall figure. I like that we got 2 heads for him. I did prefer this head, of course. This head does pop off a little easier than I would like it to. Of course, a lot of people are not a big fan that he is a little shorter than maybe he should be, so he could have been a little bit taller. And then the big one is, of course, the denim jacket change of color. A lot of people really disappointed on that one there. Not the end of the world for me, but it is disappointing that it is different than the prototype we saw at San Diego Comic-Con 2023, but it is what it is. No fight in City Hall at this point, and I think if it was correct, maybe a little bit taller, maybe he'd be a little higher in this list. You never know, but as of right now, coming in at number 3, which leaves us the final 2 here. A little bit torn here, but I guess it's easy when I think about it. I'm going to explain myself as I always do. We're going to go Stone Cold Steve Austin at number 2. We're going to go the Hulkster at number 1. Now, if this Stone Cold Steve Austin hadn't been re-released, as we do know the original, if you saw the unboxing, the original was in the Defining Moments. There's some twists and turns, some differences for sure. But if we never got that Defining Moments one, I'd put Austin at number 1 all day long. And that's why Hulkster goes number 1 for me. We never got this era of Hulk Hogan. A great customizer's dream for the Hulkster as well with this one. But it just doesn't feel quite NWO, doesn't feel yellow and black or yellow and red. It just feels like an in-betweener, and that's kind of where he was at this time. A guy without a home, where was he going? What was the direction? And we do know he went all black in the NWO, of course. So this feels different. And of course, we're celebrating 40 years of Hulkamania this year. Felt like the perfect time for this one here. Just feels different enough to edge out Steve Austin, which we got in the Defining Moments. So that's my set rankings for the Monday Night Wars. Would love to hear your set rankings. Put them in the comments down below. And of course, like I always say, put them in order from your least favorite to your favorite. That's the hard part. That is the fun part. And while you're here, thumbs up the video. It always does help the channel, as you guys do know. Subscribe to this very YouTube channel and my other YouTube channel. And don't forget Patreon for early access to both channels' videos, on top of plenty other stuff over there. Patreon, best way to support the channel. You can also support the channel at ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. And don't forget Barnes & Noble and Amazon for a copy of my book, The Complete Guide to the Classic Superstars series. Looking beautiful, this book right here in the hardcover. Almost 700 pages, once again, by yours truly. And if you want an autograph edition, hit me up on social media. SirPaul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Instagram and on Threads. So for the Monday Night Wars, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.